Namaskar, I am Acharye Nandita Pandey and back again with weekly forecast for the week starting from 19th to 25th of August 2012. In this segment, we would be talking about the weekly forecast for sun signs Libra to Pisces, and as we normally say and keep reminding you that these forecasts are based on your sun signs. We've already spoken about Aries to Virgo in other segments, so you can keep watching those in my channel Nandita Pandey 1. You can also subscribe the channel because it's free subscription, and the advantage is that you can immediately get to know whenever we actually upload a video. So this was it, and let's start up with Libra. How you are going to Librans fare during this week, 19th to 25th of August 2012. And Librans are people generally born in the month of October. For Librans, during this time I see a lot of transition as far as your love relationships are concerned. So this is an area when I see that the patterns are dissolving, new patterns are emerging, bringing you a lot of contentment and happiness. Simultaneously, when I look at your work front, so whatever effort that you're putting in during this week will give you results in the times to come and in the following weeks. So don't shy away from working hard, because the results definitely are going to come, not in this week, but the following week. Surely you will see the results and you'll bear the fruits of your hard work. Financially, I would want you to be careful and avoid confrontations or quarrels of any kind, because that can be a little tiring and disappointing and might create some losses for you. So not a good time to invest into make new investments, or even confront people about money matters and fight about it. Not really a good time. So just be careful in this area. Health wise, how are you going to fare? So health wise, I do definitely see you progressing well, a lot of good things happening. Do go out for brisk jogs or maybe joggings or cardio exercises, because that is definitely going to rejuvenate your mind, body and soul, all the three levels, and you would definitely feel peaceful and happy and charged up. Family wise, as I have to look into the cards, how your family is going to deal with your changes, and this is an area where you need to apply a lot of wisdom, though handle things, tackle things with a lot of patience and diplomacy. If you follow these things, you will find a lot of harmony and peace, happiness coming in. This is a time when there have been difficult, turbulent times, but this is the time when you can actually monitor things with ease, provided you use your wisdom and a little bit of tactful approach. Finances, we have spoken about. Family, we've spoken about. Travels, how you are going to do travels during this week, how you're faring in this area. Then I would suggest you to avoid traveling during this week, because it's not a good time. There could be some financial problems, or there could be some communication errors which might create travel disharmony or travel disappointments. However, this is a very transient phase, because by the end of the week again you are back into your charming self. There are new things happening, new beginnings are being indicated around this time, bringing you a lot of happiness and credits, or the due credits coming in for you. So this was for Libra, how you're going to fare during this week. And we move on to the next sun sign, Scorpios. And let's see how Scorpios are doing during this week. And Scorpios are generally people born in the month of November. And let me see. I see a woman, especially someone who has financial competence. Somebody who knows how to deal with finances, going to help you out, especially in your investment area and in enhancing your monetary focus. So this is an area where I see a lot of benefits seeping in. Career wise also, a lot of transitions happening, things are improving. It's a slow and steady gains, but in matters of heart you have to be careful, because until or unless you take decisions, or you take courageous decisions and cross over those self-imposed limitations that you have, you will not be happy. As far as love relationship are concerned, you have to break through these barriers and move on and decide and what you want to do or express your feelings. Then only things are happening for you. Health, if I have to consider health wise, I see a little bit of unhappiness or disappointments, or maybe some health issues which were there earlier are suddenly cropping up back again into the forefront. Be very, very careful with your diet patterns. Do have a checkup, maybe take a doctor's advice, because this is an area which indicates, and a very strongest card has fallen in. So it indicates that you have to be careful during this time, this week, as far as your health is concerned. Family matters. Sudden pleasant surprises can be expected during this week, and maybe a pleasant gift from somebody close to you and your family. This is what is happening during this time, and a lot of positivity being reflected around this time. Travels also indicate happiness, but not to the extent that you expect them to be. Slow, subtle gains taking shape up right now. But weekends are going to be absolutely relaxing, a lot of changes happening and a lot of transitions happening. Weekend travels definitely would give you benefits and a lot of happiness also, apart from the other changes that I see, good changes that I see. So this was for Scorpio, how you are going to do and fare during this week. And we move on to the next sun sign, Sagittarius, and see how Sagittarians are faring during this week. And here the week that we're talking about is 19th of August to 25th of August. Financially a fantastic week for you, a lot of benefits seeping in. Again, a woman seems to be helping you out during this time. A lot of pleasantries coming in, and as far as your professional area is concerned, again there are slow subtle changes that is happening here with a lot of positive gains. Matters of heart also, you also need to be a little more firm in your decisions, take up decisions. A lot of issues are resolving, bringing you happiness and also contentment and harmony. But again, on a very, very subtle level, nothing coming very directly on the forefront, very subtly, but yes, positively, definitely. Health-wise, how you would fare during this week? Health seems to be putting you in a very, very excellent shape, and you shall be your enthusiastic best and energetic best during this week. Travels, again, I see travels would be like transient ways. Some would be good, some would be not that good, but then overall, if I have to rate it up, I would say that it's an average indication as far as your travels are concerned. And if you have to deal with your family matters, again I see growth patterns coming in, a lot of situations resolving, and especially again coming back to your travels, I see a woman helping you out, especially a motherly figure helping you out in your travel ventures. And how would your weekend would be? Weekend would be pleasant. You might indulge into some kind of charity work, or maybe help somebody who's in need. So this is how you're going to fare during this week. And we move on to the next sun sign, Capricorns, and let's see how Capricornians are doing during this week. Capricorns are people born in the month of January. And here when I see professional area indicating only average gains, but financially this is a fantastic week, and I see a lot of benefits coming in. A partnership or joint investment, so somebody's guidance, somebody who has a knack for finances, or somebody who's in a position of recognition helping you out during this week as far as your investments are concerned. So that's the kind of reflection that the cards are showing. In matters of heart, suddenly in the latter half of the week, I see a lot of romance and happiness and enjoyment floating in and seeping in your life. The first half could be a little demanding, your partner might be a little demanding during that time, but then later half of the week you would know how to gain from the entire situation. So this is how the cards are reflecting. And health, if I have to look into your health patterns, again here a woman who has a practical approach in life, who's very, very strong-headed, also simultaneously helps you out in this area and helps you in rejuvenating your physical health, even not only physical, but eventually even your in the complete arena of mind, body and soul. So this area seems to be putting you into a comfort zone. You would relax a lot, you would spend good time with your family members, and a lot of contentment seeping in, and you would prefer spending time with them back home, stay back at home, that kind of situation or mental frame of mind that I see you undergoing during this week. How would your travels be? Travels are going to be fantastic. You can definitely take up and indulge into your travel ventures. A youngster who has good communication knack helps you out in your travel venture, or you could yourself be very good while in communication or peer skills while traveling. And how your weekend would be? Weekends are pleasant, a lot of happiness happening, and you might even plan to either buy a property or move on to or shift to a better location or a better area. So these kind of thoughts will start seeping in your mind. So this is how you are faring during this week, the week starting from 19th of August to 22nd of August. And we move on to next sun sign, Aquarius, and see now how Aquarians are going to fare during this week. And Aquarians are generally people born in the month of February. For Aquarians, I see a lot of romantic week, a lot of happiness coming in, a lot of benefits. You would be your charming best. And though you might evade some responsibilities, but this is a time which will give you a lot of benefits. Professionally, I see you being very, very busy throughout the week. A lot of team effort needs to be put in, but simultaneously there is also an indication that you need to be very practical in your approach also. So just don't work on the surreal level, look deeper into the entire issue and then resolve it and then work accordingly, then you will be absolutely successful. Otherwise half the things would be done and half would just stay stale. Financially, how you are going to fare? Expensive week seems to be happening this week. Like, I see a lot of expenses taking place, sudden money going out, especially on properties issues or on children or on a partnership. So not a good week to even indulge into joint investments and all. Please don't do that. Otherwise you will say I have not informed you earlier. And if I have to say health matters, you have to be very careful. Too much of traveling can create health anxieties. Otherwise also there are slow, subtle changes in health taking place, which are again on the negative side. Let me just warn you in this area. So be very, very careful as far as your health is concerned. Family life seems to be very comfortable. A fatherly figure seems to be blessing you in this area, helping you out in this area, creating more peace and harmony in your life. And if I have to look into the weekend seems to be, you might end up into a celebration mode, though a little less than expectations, and yet things are turning in your favor and a lot of enjoyment seeking it. So just need to be a little more patient during this week. And last but not the least, we can move on to the sun sign Pisces. Let's see how you are going to fare during this week. And for Pisceans, how the cards are floating. Pisceans are people generally born in the month of March. How you're going to do professionally? You're going to do fantastic. I see a lot of good things happening. Somebody who's in a position of power helps you out and guides you well to achieve your targets in time. So that's the kind of guidance I see. Financially, it's slow, subtle changes happening for you, though in positive, but yes, or whatever changes that are happening on a very subtle levels. Emotionally, you will be very content. A lot of romance seeping in your love life. Matters of heart puts you into a comfort zone. You would be energetic and enthusiastic best during this week, and would enjoy being with your love mate. Health-wise also, I see you absolutely in comfort zone, and though the cards are indicating that you need to take more rest and you need to enjoy your life, you will have this tendency of being more protective about the rest of your family members and their health issues. So that's a kind of mindset that seems to be floating throughout the week. Family life seems to be content and a lot of emotional support coming in from this area, and especially from youngsters, people who are younger than you, and children would be very therapeutic. As far as your travels are concerned, you can absolutely indulge into travels because you might plan to visit an open area or a natural surrounding, or maybe a hilly zone, a lot of flowers and nice scenic beauty around. So that's the kind of mental temperament that you are undergoing right now, and you might indulge into travels also into those areas, and they bring in a lot of contentment as well. As far as the weekend is concerned, I see you in that contemplating zone where you might think about a lot of things that have happened in the past, would try to take them and bring them together, take the best out of them, and then think about your future, what you can plan in your future, what can be done best. So this is the kind of mental frame or the mindset that you undergo. Weekends will be quite pleasant, quite enjoyable. So this is for the sun signs, the weekly forecast for the sun signs from Libra to Pisces, and the week we were talking about was from 19th of August to 25th of August 2012. Keep watching our channel in YouTube. Our channel's name is Nandita Pandey 1. We keep on coming back again and again with weekly forecast. Don't forget to give us the feedbacks, because they are the most treasured possessions in our life, because it helps us in doing our work more sincerely. Also simultaneously, it also gives us feedback about what else we can do to improve upon the entire show. So keep rocking, have a great week ahead. I do keep you in my prayers, and I wish you all the best.